Hi, everyone. Welcome to Lightworks by Shannon. I'm so glad you're here. This is your collective astrology energy update for September 2025. It's a month full of cosmic recalibration, emotional transformation, and energetic course correction. We're navigating two eclipses, multiple planetary retrogrades, and a powerful seasonal shift with the autumn equinox. So let's get started and explore how this energy is moving and how you can align with it. So on September 1st, we begin the month with Saturn retrograding back into Pisces, where it will remain until November 27th. This transit invites deep reflection on your spiritual discipline, emotional boundaries, and karmic patterns. You may feel called to revisit old cycles, restructure your relationship with rest, intuition, or divine timing. This is about integrating soul lessons with practical growth. On September 2nd, Mercury moves into analytical Virgo, and our minds become sharper, more discerning, and focused on the details. This is an excellent time for writing, editing, planning, and healing communication, especially leading into the Mercury Cazimi mid-month. On September 4th, we have Mars in Libra square Jupiter in Cancer. Mars and Libra clashes with Jupiter in Cancer, creating a tension between our desire for peace and our need for emotional expression. Be mindful of projecting or suppressing your feelings. You may feel the urge to act, which is the Mars aspect of it, but this energy, it asks for balance, not boldness. On September 5th, we have Uranus retrograde entering Gemini. So this shift stirs with the winds of change in how we think, speak, and share ideas. So Uranus and Gemini retrograde brings unexpected insights or reversals in communication and technology and mental patterns. It's a brilliant time to rethink how you express your truth or break free from outdated beliefs. On September 7th, we have a big one. We have the total lunar eclipse in Pisces. So, the total lunar eclipse in Pisces is a wave of emotional, spiritual, and psychic intensity. Eclipses mark endings, and this one may illuminate where you've been carrying emotional weight that just isn't yours. This is the moment to let that go, to let go of anything that's no longer serving you. Allow spiritual truths to rise and, definitely take part in this kind of spiritual release. On September 12th, the Sun sextiles Jupiter, and this is a gentle, supportive aspect. The Virgo Sun sextiling Jupiter in Cancer, it brings healing, optimism, and especially in the areas of wellness, self-care, and home life. Look for opportunities to nourish and expand with intention and grace. On September 13th, we have that Mercury Cazimi in Virgo. The Mercury Cazimi is when Mercury is in the heart of the sun, or Mercury conjuncts the sun. It's one of the clearest mental days of the month. In Virgo, it brings practical clarity, problem-solving insights, and intuitive logic. A beautiful day for breakthrough thinking, healing conversations, or organizing your next steps. This is a perfect opportunity to come up with a detailed plan for your future. On September 18th, Mercury enters Libra and trines Uranus and Pluto. So Mercury enters Libra and immediately makes harmonious trines to Uranus and Gemini and Pluto and Aquarius. So these are wonderful aspects, wonderful transits, and expect elevated conversations, surprising connections, and empowering truths. This is an excellent time to share your voice with diplomacy and depth. On September 20th, we have Venus square Uranus, and the sun opposing Saturn. So this day is full of cosmic friction. So Venus in Virgo squares Uranus, and it may trigger relationship shakeups or money surprises or issues, especially if you've been resisting the needed change. What happens, I find, is if you have resisted any change, Uranus will uh, kind of breeze through your life and bring you those surprises that'll allow you to change, right? If you don't change willingly, the energy comes through so that you have to confront change. So, um, meanwhile, the sun opposes Saturn, creating a temporary feeling of tension between your responsibilities and desires. So, what I can tell you with this energy of this day in particular, pause before reacting. Um, don't react, only uh, move forward when clarity comes. So, when clarity presents itself, then, you know, then move forward, because this is potentially a day of reacting when it's not necessary, because clarity will come. So on September 21st, we have a partial solar eclipse in Virgo. So this eclipse is a powerful new beginning in the areas of health, work, service, and daily rituals. Eclipses can course correct your path, and this one brings the energy of grounded planning and aligned productivity. So if something falls away, it's making space for a higher path, for more room for positive change. Set intentions with care, and this energy can unfold for about 6 months, up to 6 months or more. On September 22nd, we have the sun enters Libra and the fall equinox. So, with the sun moving into Libra, we cross the threshold of the fall equinox. It's a time of balance, reflection, and transition. Honor this sacred pivot by checking in. So, where are you overextending yourself? Where are you undernourished? Where are you out of balance? So, the magic of this equinox is really realignment. So, um, ask yourself those questions and, welcome the change that's coming. On September 24th, we have Mars and Virgo square Pluto in Aquarius. So we close this powerful arc with Mars squaring Pluto. It's a transit of intensity, power, and deep transformation. Pluto is all about transformation and intensity, and Mars is fiery. It is the desire to act. So, my advice would be to be cautious of control dynamics, whether in relationships or your own inner dialogue. This is a moment to transmute pressure into purpose. So let go of what you can't control and focus on what you can create. So that's September. It's a sacred turning point with the eclipse energy, multiple retrogrades, and the equinox. This is not a month to rush. It's a month to realign. The universe is asking you to release, receive, and recommit. Recommit to yourself, your truth, and your next chapter. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like to go deeper with a personal astrology reading, you can find the booking details below. Thank you for walking this path with me. Wishing you clarity, grounding, and grace this September. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.